Hi, Greg Hasselfuss here. Just finished up with an appraisal up in Harlem today. We were looking at this townhouse, and I thought I'd share with you a couple quick tips about appraisals and how to try to help get them into the right number. And we've been having a lot more conversations recently about appraisals, and sometimes they haven't been coming in where we want them. It just is what it is in an escalating market, so you do what you can. But so the thing is, once that appraisal comes in, it's going to be very, very, very difficult to change. You're basically asking a professional the bank has hired to change a report that's like a 25-page report backed up with facts to alter it and send it to the bank on something that they're going to lend hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars against. Not something that's going to change very easily. Now, what I wanted to give you is just a couple tips of how to help get those numbers in the right order. You know, one, we do some comps, right? I always bring comps when I go to the appraisal. They don't always want them, but and we have to be very careful about how we present them too. You want to give it in a way that's helpful. Here, I don't know if you need these or not, but I got some comps. I thought it might be helpful for you. There's a couple notes about some of the properties in there. Use them if you want. If you don't, you know, obviously it's your call. So that's one thing. And where this really comes in handy is if you have something that's a little bit difficult to comp. Maybe there's not apples to apples. So some of the things in the comps that you want to send things that are sold, ideally, because that's generally what appraisers are looking for. Sold, if it's in contract, if you happen to know the number that it's in contract for, great, you can include that. But the on-the-market stuff they don't look at as heavily. But sometimes, particularly like condos and co-ops, you might have a bad comp in there that you really want to explain. Maybe it's, you know, okay, 3L, I'm selling 5L. 3L had tenants in there that wouldn't leave. They trashed the place. That's why they sold it at a discount. I mean, there's stories behind everything. There's always a reason why something trades out of trend with the market. Now, sometimes that's your only comp in the building, and you're really going to have to explain that to somebody to justify why you're selling this one for so much more. So that's one thing. Another thing that we like to tell people is, if particularly for a townhouse like this, you might want to bring a floor plan for it. It's just something that's very helpful for the appraiser when they're going through it. They can make notes right onto the floor plan. They're still going to check all the measurements. They're going to take all their own pictures. They're going to do all that anyway, but it makes it a little easier for them. And the third thing that you might want to do if you're doing condos or co-ops, then you want to include the management company's phone number and contact information. If it's the email's the easiest way to get a hold of them, you want to do that. Just so, because they're going to need a, that was interesting, they're going to need a questionnaire anyway. So if you happen to have a bank questionnaire that you can send them, great, send it over to them. If not, you want to give them the information of the management agent that's going to be able to do the questionnaire so they can get that done in a timely manner and just kind of set it up as easy and smooth as possible. So I hope these tips help. Again, there's no guarantees on this stuff, but we just try to craft everything, put everything in the right position to make the best results. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'm always here to help. Look forward to talking to you soon.